So I'm going to explain very important part, iodoform test. Iodoform test, it is the formation of iodoform. Formation of iodoform, formation of iodoform. Iodoform CHI3, it is common name and IUPAC name is triiodomethane. Triiodomethane is the IUPAC name. This is polyhalogen compound. This is an polyhalogen compound. Now, iodoform test is very much important test because this test is used to distinguish between the 1 carbon and 2 carbon atoms present in an alcohol. So this test has some points. It is used to differentiate or distinguish. We can differentiate, we can identify, we can distinguish methanol and ethanol. So this test is not responded by methanol, it is responded by ethanol only, and it is the prime condition that iodoform test is responded only by at least 2 carbon. So if we take this methanol, so this test will be negative. Now the point is how we do this. So this test is very much simple. We take C2H5 OH, we add dilute solution of iodine, we add very dilute NaOH and warm. Just keep in water bath. And this test is characterized by the formation of yellow PPT. With offensive smell. It has a particular smell. Whenever we go to hospitals, we have a specific smell. You all must know this. We can easily identify that we are in hospital. All the hospitals, they have distinct smell. Why? Because they use the compounds as antiseptic related to iodoform, not iodoform. There are several compounds which are used as disinfecting or in bandaging or in sterilizing. So there is formation of CHI3 plus HCOON, and on this it is characterized by light yellow PPT in solution having a specific offensive smell. It is characterized by a particular smell. It repels us from this. Now, iodoform test is very much important. An iodoform test is basically very wide in nature. This test can be used with the alcohols as well as this test can be used with the aldehydes. Now, this is the experimental background, practical background. Now, if we write this CH3OH plus I2 aqueous plus NaOH aqueous and this warm. So here there will be no reaction. There will be no reaction, no iodoform test, no yellow PPT. So this is negative test. Methanol will not be able to respond this reaction, and so it is very much important to know. It is not responded. This is second point. The third point, in place of NaOH, we may take sodium carbonate aqueous, because here sodium hydroxide taken is very dilute solution. Iodine is also very dilute. For this, we take the ethanol, add few drops of iodine solution, dilute solution, then just few drops of NaOH or very dilute solution of sodium bicarbonate, and we shake slightly, just then keep in water bath. This is in practical as well as in theory. This is very much important, and this is used to distinguish between ethanol and methanol. Methanol will not be able to do this. Now, this reaction has a mechanism also. So, mechanism is that, first of all, there is formation of substance NaOH aqueous plus iodine. There is formation of sodium hypoiodide. Sodium hypoiodide, NaOI. This is the mechanism. This is the first starting step. It is not part of mechanism, but we have to write this if it is asked. Now, in the first case, there is the oxidation. Actually, children, this sodium hypoiodide, it is an oxidizing agent also. So first it oxidizes the alcohol. If we take alcohol, so here CH5OH plus NaOI. In place of this, you may write NaOH plus iodine. And as a result, there is the oxidation. It oxidizes, and there is formation of CH3CHO. This is ethanol. Ethanol, alpine name. Common name, acetaldehyde. So this is the first step in the mechanism. This is oxidation. Now, second is this is oxidation. Second is iodination. Iodination. So this sodium hydroxide found here, it acts as halogenating also, agent also. It causes, it causes halogenation. It causes oxidation. It causes iodination. It causes halogenation. So now this is, so CH3CHO plus NaOI. So it causes iodination. This is I3CCHO. This is triiodoacetaldehyde. Triiodoacetaldehyde, and here there will be this sodium ion NaOH rather NaOH will be generated in turn. Now the third step is the hydrolysis. Hydrolysis of this. There is the hydrolysis of this. What? Triiodoacetaldehyde or triiodoethanol. So this I3CCHO. Now here this OH, as it is very much dilute, OH, it will break it. It will break it, and there will be CHI3 plus HCOONA. So children, this is the mechanism of reaction. Now see very carefully. If we take aldehyde, so only two parts. If ethanol is taken, if ethanol is taken, only second and third part. This is very much important to note. And so children, this is the chemistry, this is the mechanism of iodoform test or iodoform reaction. This is very much significant to distinguish. Now I'm going to explain some basic and very important point about the alcohols. So I am referring to the amphoteric character of alcohols. Amphoteric character of alcohols. So children know alcohols are neither acidic nor basic. So they lie between acids and bases. But there are some reactions in which alcohols act as acid. In some other, alcohols act as bases. So thus we study in the two ways. So first, alcohol acts an acid, and second, alcohol as a base. So it is due to the unique property of alcohols. If you take any alcohol, so how it will behave as alcohol? ROH. Here ROH. Now when it will act as acid, so here there will be cleavage. Cleavage takes place between O and H. And as a result, it acts as an S. It acts as an S. And when we take it, alcohol as a base, so here there is a cleavage. So cleavage takes place between carbon and oxygen. So this is the very much important. Now different reactions are there of the alcohols. So alcohols like this, if we take some reaction, so alcohols are actually neutral, but under some conditions they are converted to suitable compounds. Now I am talking to the chemical properties of alcohol. So reaction with PCl3, PCl5, SOCl2. This is phosphorus trichloride. This is phosphorus pentachloride. This is thionyl chloride. Actually, it is chemical property of alcohols, but it is the formation of halogen. So I am also trying to let you know to explore about the formation of halogens. So when you take an alcohol and here we take the PCl3, so there will be formation of CPS5Cl. Here if you take this PCl5, so CPS5Cl plus POCl3 plus HCl. So similarly here it is also there. Now in case of this CPS5OH plus SOCl2, there is formation of CPS5Cl plus SO2 gas plus HCl gas. This is called as thionyl chloride. Now children, in this reaction, this is very much important reaction. This thionyl chloride is the preferred reagent in the preparation of halogenes. Thionyl chloride is most preferred reagent. Why? Because the byproducts SO2 and HCl, they are called as byproducts. The byproducts formed are in gaseous state. Byproducts formed in this reaction are in gaseous state. So the product obtained is in almost pure state. It is in almost pure state, and as a result, we have this most important point. And this is very important question, that why we prefer thionyl chloride during preparation of haloalkanes. This is very important part, and this you have to keep in mind. So next,
No, sir, ये तो नहीं बताया.
very important point, hydroboration, oxidation reaction. And children, in this reaction, this is very much important reaction to prepare primary alcohols. Primary alcohols are prepared by using diborane. So here in this, we take any alkene, say it is propene. It is propene, and here we take the BH3, and there is formation of this CH3, CH2, and this BH propyl, this borane. Now here, this is the first molecule. Now this second molecule, this CH3, CH2. Now as a result of this, we get CH3, CH2, all twice BH. Dipropyl borane. This is monopropyl borane. This is dipropyl borane. Now there is the third molecule of this. This is propene. This is what? Propene. Now there is formation of CH3, CH2, all thrice B. This is tripropyl boring. So as the name indicates, hydroboration. So it is hydroboration, and there is the oxidation also. So this treatment with hydrogen peroxide and base, it is oxidized, and we get 3 moles of CH3, CH2, CH2 OH plus boric acid. So this is Pro 1,4. So this is very much important reaction. This is very much important reaction to prepare an alcohol from alkene. Very much important reaction to prepare. So conversion is nothing but it is, accumulation of fats. Conversion is nothing. Simply a person can do any conversion if he or she has the basic concept building. And so this is the very important hydroboration oxidation reaction.